shit. I'm falling up through the rubber. Remember this shit jungle. The top always gonna get something. The middle gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left for nothing? Why the... The institution, modern day execution. Think I need the solution. Maybe that's what I do.
Out of the drought, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. Yeah. You need a win, who need a win? That's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Let's get it, guys.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. Rumbling past the 30. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line.
Patrick Queen.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
On 2nd down, a run to Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Now 3rd down and 6.
Here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. Calais Campbell on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just heading straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3rd and 2.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Well, agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 56 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Ravens nothing. Justin Tucker to kick.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Ravens.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Jackson, he's going to keep it himself. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Chuck Clark on the tackle. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 26-yard line.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
The last big parking lot you pull in, or the parking lot that you just park in?
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7. Justin.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now Dobbins. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They go with the option on 4th down, left side. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Steps away to his left. And his throw here is incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. That'll bring up second down.
As soon as I saw him break containing,
7:30.
and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense.
The 47-yard line.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and we will remain tied here in this third quarter. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
Matt Judon there to bring him down. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
7-yard line.
Another run here with Dobbins. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They're calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're not?
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Jackson dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Back at the 13-yard line.
On 3rd down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Baltimore. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
The play leads to 2nd and goal.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. So that'll back him up 5. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I like the idea to mix it up because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
3rd and goal, Jackson being chased out left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 29-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He'll run it. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you already see him scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, That's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
6 brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts.
It's a loss of 14.
As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This to tie things up in the final minute. And this kick is not gonna get there. It's short and no good. Well, I think they knew that that one was going to be a long shot, but in the end, it's looking like they're going to come up short.
And it's tough to really hang too much blame on your kicker here either. That would have been well above and beyond his range, and this will go down as a tough loss. They played well enough to win.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
At the 45-yard line.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You know, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
GG.
That'll do it for us. NFL, right?
He won a rematch, guys. He won a rematch, guys.
No, but I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I can barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
I don't be with him, he's so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place.
And if we pulling up with the whole squad, I get